Alright, what's up everybody? Spotchka and Death Sticks back with fucking episode 14 of the Bad Batch. This one is called War Mantle, and it's coming in yet again. I think this is the fourth one in a row, coming in at 28 minutes, so that says. So, right on. This one, definitely fucking better than last week, we'll say that, but I don't think that was very fucking hard to do. Like, you've seen last week's episode, you've been keeping up on this. Like, this is, like, if you haven't seen last week's episode, just fucking skip to this week. Fuck episode 14. But yeah, anyway. We open up with a clone running. We don't know who it is yet, but he's being chased by like some other clones and like a couple of these like alien dog things and whatnot. And he throws a thing on a rock, which I initially thought was like a bomb or something. He was gonna just like trigger, like running by and shit and just get away, but apparently it's a tracker. So we're on the ship, and we had kind of like a little funny moment, like Omega's working on something, and Hunter's just sitting there with his knife, like flipping it around and shit. And then she's looking at that, and then she just like looks at her tool and is like, goes to flip it around. But they get an incoming transmission. Just so happens to be from Rex, and he's like, "Yo guys, fucking, I need your help and shit. Got a buddy of mine in trouble. Like he actually means a lot to me. He's a very old friend and whatnot." So find out it's CC 5576, which is Gregor. Immediately when I saw that, I was just like, okay, that's either Wolf or fucking Gregor right now, because that's all we're missing to like tie into like Rebels with Rex and everybody. And he's on his planet called Darrow. So then they're just sitting there for a minute, and they're all like, all right, what the fuck are we gonna do? Like we're doing this mission for Sid, and then Omega's like, but we gotta help fucking his friend, like, and it's like, well, we need money because like food and shit. So they ultimately decide to like go get Gregor. They go out of that scene, and then we're back on Camino, and we see a couple cruisers outside, and it just everybody's moving around and shit. Like, we see clones going to get shipped off, fucking drop ships and shit. Even the younger ones who are still like, should be like probably in the computer training and everything, they're getting shipped out. Like, they even asked us, just like, what's going on? Like, I thought we weren't supposed to leave or whatever. She's like, well, you're just gonna do your training somewhere else. Fuck, I gotta turn this down. That's how copyright issues happen. So yeah, fucking, they're moving everything. It looks like they're just getting literally everything off facility. What they're gonna do, I don't know yet. But basically, like, Camino operations are canceled. Couple different things I was thinking of is like, either like the Empire is just gonna straight take over all of their lab facilities and whatnot and figure out their own thing, like get Grogu introduced or something like that, or probably gonna see Pershing before this is out. We still got 2 more episodes. The other thing I was kind of thinking, but it's still too early yet, and I don't know what they would do. Like, it's still too early. Like, I was thinking, like, they're just gonna evacuate, like, use what they can, get what they can, just get rid of the planet, and then test the Death Star. But like, we already see that happen on with Jeddah and everything. That's not for quite some time till that happens, unless they have something else that some other kind of weapon that they're gonna fucking test there. So I don't know. Like, seems like they're just gonna take the fucking facility over and just be like, all right, we're gonna do our own fucking thing now. Yeah, like, yeah, so they get to the planet and shit, and they're going around and everything, and like, they're just like, all right, we found the tracker. We're too late. So we're gonna go figure this shit out. And Hunter just figured out, he's like, yo, there's something in that fucking mountain right there. Sends Wrecker and Omega back to the ship, of course. So they scale this mountain and everything. And they're looking over through the binoculars and whatnot, and they're seeing like new trooper armor, and they're like, oh, they upgraded their armor. They couldn't exactly see stuff yet. I was trying to look. I was just like, wow, they already went to like straight up stormtrooper armor that quick. But we'll get to that in a minute. Oh yeah, so yeah, they get inside and whatnot. Take a lift down. This just looks like a giant ass inactive volcano or some shit. I don't fucking know. But yeah, they finally get inside, and then we get a good look at the stormtrooper armor. And here's the fucking coolest thing about it. Like, cause I was just like, okay, like, cause I kind of look like when you saw them from far away, you kind of saw like the outline of the helmets. It's like almost a straight up fucking Ralph McQuarrie fucking concept stormtroopers and shit. Like, so if you see one with a shield and like a fucking like lightsaber some sort of thing, that'd be fucking cool. Like, I don't know. But yeah, so yeah, they do get to Gregor. He's like, who are you guys? Like, he's just like, oh, newbie, let me get some food and shit. And he's just like, fuck you. Like, and then he gets knocked out, and then fuck Bad Batch comes in. And he's like, who wants to know? It's just like Rex sent us. It's like, well, in that case, I'm Gregor. So they bust a map. They're trying to figure out how to get out. And they're getting the readouts off the computer and everything. And I think they said some 80 clone commandos and 1,000 TK troopers, and they're like, what the fuck's a TK? We haven't heard it. I don't know what a fucking TK is. Like, we do find out, like, one of them gets their helmet knocked off, and they're like, this guy isn't a fucking clone and shit. Like, so yeah, all hell breaks loose. Fucking alarms are going off. They're trying to fucking run out of this place, and of course, like, just mad shit going on. Fucking they're still stunning everybody, which gets funny in a minute. So they're running through, stunning everybody, and then they end up getting locked in this room, and they're like, okay, this leads to a reactor ventilation shaft thing. So I climb up in that, and here's where it gets real funny. Even from the beginning of this, I was getting mad Fugitive vibes. If anybody's ever seen that movie, it's funny as shit, because like basically the beginning of it, like Harrison Ford's like set up for a murder that he didn't commit. Like basically the whole beginning of the movie is like him fucking like running through forest, like trying to figure out like who framed him, and I don't know, basically figure out what the hell's going on. But in this particular scene, they get to the end of it, and the way it's shot and everything, the angles that we're taking, there's a certain part of this movie, it's not really a spoiler, but it's just a big fun part of it. Tommy Lee Jones is like chasing him down this thing, and he's on like the Hoover Dam or whatever. He gets to the end of this fucking tunnel and shit, and there's just like a little standoff between. It's just like, I didn't kill her, and he's like, I don't care. But like, so they're basically stuck on the end of this thing. There's no waterfall, and it's not a dam or anything. It's just a fucking straight down like dropping at fucking trees, rocks, and mountain and forest. But I thought that was pretty good, like Fugitive wise and whatnot. So they pretty much like take care of whatever. Like they get a hold of Omega and Wrecker. So they fly in, and Wrecker just like, they open the door, Wrecker just starts shooting him. Like, he doesn't have stun on, he just fucking starts taking out the whole fucking highway, and we actually get to see Omega fly for a minute. But yeah, so most of them get on the ship and everything. And then they have to circle back around because fighters are coming now and shit. And even Tech said to Omega, it's just like, that's satisfactory. Like, I will take over now or whatever. So they're flying around, they're taking out these fucking fighters and shit. And then they come back around for, I think, Hunter and Echo were still on the, we're still on that ledge there. Echo gets on, Hunter falls. Like he tries to grab on, he can't stay on the stairs. So fucking he just drops down all those fucking rocks and trees, and fucking it basically looks like that scene in fucking Black Widow where she just like knocks off of everything falling off this building and survives. So there's that. Of course he's captured. You see a drop ship coming down, fucking, so he's picked up and everything. And then we go back to yeah, he tells him to go. It's just like, no, you need to go. Get the fuck out of here. And Omega's like, no, like, please. He's like, no, that's an order. Like, get the fuck out of Dodge. So we're back on Camino. And Admiral, whatever the fuck his name was, he comes in. He's talking to the Prime Minister. And he's just like, I have something very concerning or whatever. It seems like your chief medical officer was trying to get some of the doctors and people to basically get the fuck off Camino and whatnot. And he's like, now a medical officer could be could be great use to me in the Empire. Now on the other hand, a senator, I do not. He's like, basically like, you're fucked. Like he leaves with Lama Su, and 2 troopers stay behind. Door just closes, so I don't think we're seeing the fucking Prime Minister anymore. So then it switches back to Hunter in his cell. And of course it's Crosshair who comes to see him. He takes off his helmet. He's just like, I was wondering when you would show up or whatever. And he's just like, I was hoping for the whole team, but you'll do fine. That's basically how the episode ends. So yeah, definitely a hell of a lot fucking better than last week. And with only 2 more left, I'm definitely saying at this point we're getting a 2nd season. I know this whole time I've been saying, like, they're just gonna fucking die by the end of this thing. We're gonna be over with. Like, Bad Batch is gonna be a one-off. Omega will probably get away, but the whole team will die. Might still get that. One of them might be like, end up being like the Hunter and Omega show or something. Like, the rest of them will die getting them out of that fucking place. Like I said, with 2 more episodes now, like, who the fuck knows? But yeah, this one definitely, like, I can have a 6.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it. Definitely enjoyed it a hell of a lot better than last week. But yeah, that's all for this week. Fucking Spotchka and Dustix. I'll see you next week. If you want some bonus fun, check out my buddy Smooth Imperial on Twitch. We fucking just fly planes around. He's got some Star Wars mods and shit. We can fly the Falcon. It's pretty fun. It's good chat and everything. So yeah, check that out. Next week, I might be filming from the Philadelphia Star Wars Collecting Group's Summer Social, if I can get a ride up there. So that'll be fun. I mean, check that out too if you're in the greater Philadelphia area. It's up in this park up in Horsham. So hopefully I'll be going live there. Some bonus stuff. And the week after that, we got Star Wars Night at the Phillies game, and I already got tickets to that. So rock and roll, guys. May the force be with you. See y'all next time.